Is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Screen is also yeah, right. In previous session, we are analyzed on portal frame, symmetrical portal frame by using moment distribution method. Once, once again, I want to give quick review of that one, and we'll start another problem in today's session. So in this symmetrical loading is there. This previous problem, analyze symmetrical portal frame by using moment distribution method. So this is a portal frame. Here, two ends are there. These two supports A and D is the two support. They are fixed supports, and the B and C are the two joints. They are rigid joints. So for this, we need to analyze. What is meant by analysis in general? Analysis is nothing but finding end moments. End moments. That means moment at A, moment at B, moment at C, moment at D is analysis. And finding free bending moment or applied bending moment. That means bending moment at mid span of AB, middle of the AB, applied bending moment at AB span for the AB span, applied bending moment for the BC span, applied bending moment for the CB span. This is also analysis. And calculation of reactions B and C, for it B and C, two react vertical reactions is there. So B calculation of vertical reactions for the member B and C. Calculation of horizontal reactions, calculation of vertical reactions, calculation of internal forces, calculation of bending moments, moment reactions is nothing but analysis. Analyzing is nothing but finding all possible forces and reactions, and applied moments and developed moments are moment reactions. Calculation is nothing but analysis for a given figure or given structure or frame or a building, whatever it may be. Analysis is nothing but clear examination of examining the structure or object, anything clearly in terms of force and moments is nothing but analysis. Okay, so for this frame we are using a method of moment distribution method for analyzing this frame. For analyzing this frame we are using a technique. The technique is called moment distribution method technique. Okay, so in this moment distribution method, first requirements is calculation of fixed end moments. First we need to calculate calculation of fixed end moments due to loading, that we need to calculate for different members CMF AB. So this is AB member. For AB member, two fixed end moments are there. That is first one is MFAB and second one is MFBA. Okay. So we have different formulas for the calculation of different fixed end moments for different loading and support settlements. The support is settled by delta. Fixed end moment can be calculated by using formula 6CI delta by L square. If a beam is having uniform distributed load throughout the span, fixed end moment can be calculated from use formula WL square by 12. For the beam, a point load is acting at the center. Then how to calculate fixed end moment? Fixed end moment can be calculated from the formula WL by 8 or PL by 8. Okay. So like that we have different formulas for the calculation of fixed end moments. So by using those concepts, I calculated fixed end moments MFAB, MFBA, MFBC, MFCB, MFCD, and MFDC. So all are these are the fixed end moments I am calculated. And the next step in moment distribution method, finding distribution factors for different members. Here we have two supports A and D and two joints B and C, rigid joints. Here distribution factor for the support A is 1, distribution factor for the support D is 1. Why? Because here only one member is meeting at A, that is AB member. For the DC member, for the joint D or support D, only one member is meeting, that is DC member. So that's why distribution factor for the AB member is 1. Distribution factor for the DC member is 1. Okay. So no need to calculate distribution factor for the A and D. If you ask, if anyone asks to calculate distribution factor for the A, the joint A and the joint D, so you simply distribution factor, you can simply tell or write distribution factor for the member joint A and joint B, or member AB and a member DC is 1. You can say simply like this. Okay. But at joint B and joint C, two members are meeting. One is BA member, another one is BC member. So if I apply any load or any moment at the joint B, that moment, some portion of moment will has to carry BC member, some portion of moment has to carry BA member. So it is purely depends upon distribution factor. Okay. So it is only depends upon how much moment are carried by BA member, how much moment carried by BC member. It is purely depends upon distribution factor. Okay. Distribution factor is depends upon rotational stiffness. The rotational stiffness is depends upon sectional properties of the members. Sectional properties, that means E, I, and the length of member. Sectional properties of member and the length of member. How to calculate the rotational stiffness or stiffness? Stiffness can be calculated from the formula 4I by L, if the far end is fixed, 3I by L, if the far end is hinged. So like that, we're going to calculate stiffness. After that, we're going to calculate joint stiffness. What is joint stiffness? Joint stiffness is the sum of individual stiffness of the member meeting at the joint. Okay. So for the joint B, joint stiffness is equal to stiffness of BA plus stiffness of PC. How to calculate stiffness of BA? BA stiffness of BA at A support, it is fixed support. A support is a fixed support. So the formula for the calculation of stiffness factor, rotational stiffness is 4A by L. Okay. For the calculation of stiffness factor, rotational stiffness for the member BC, the formula is 4A by L. Why? Because the rigid joint. Rigid joint. This is a rigid joint. 4A by L. Like that, we'll calculate rotational stiffness values. After that, we're going to calculate joint stiffness. Stiffness of BA plus stiffness of BC will get rotational stiffness is joint B. That is sigma K. Sigma K is equal to 2EI. After that, we're going to calculate distribution factors. Distribution factors for the member BA is equal to stiffness of member BA by joint stiffness. Joint rotational stiffness or joint stiffness for the joint B. Okay, EA by 2A, you'll get distribution factor for the member BA is 0.5. So like that, if you calculate distribution factors for all the members, so this is a symmetrical frame with a loading, and also for the sectional properties. So that's why the distribution factors is same for all members. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, like that we'll get. After that, we will write a distribution table. From the distribution table, we're going to get final end moments. Final end moments we're going to get. After getting final end moments, we have to draw bending moment diagram. We need to draw bending moment diagram. So first, for drawing bending moment diagram, first we need to draw end moment diagram. An end moment diagram, that is negative bending moment diagram. So this is the end moment diagram. After that, we have to draw free movement diagram or applied movement diagram for the member AB. Uniform distributed load is acting. The maximum intensity at the intensity of maximum bending moment, applied bending moment occurs here at the center of the AB. That is how to calculate that one, that from that WL square by 8 formula. Okay. So like that, we are already seeing this, how to draw this bending moment. So this is a applied bending moment. This is also applied bending moment. So this is also applied bending moment. First we will draw negative bending moment. After that applied bending moment. From that net bending moment, net positive bending moment, and the net negative bending moment we're going to choose from this. So this is a for member BC, the hatched portion, whatever it is there, that is net positive bending moment. Here small portion, triangular portion is there, net negative bending moment for the member BC. Okay, like that, we're going to calculate bending moments. After that, we have to calculate vertical reactions and horizontal reactions. Here, vertical reactions for the BC member, VB and VC. We can calculate from, if you take moment about C is equal to 0, then we'll get VB. The total load is taken by two vertical reactions, VB and VC. From that, you deduct total load minus VB, you will get VC. Okay, like that we'll get VB and VC. Vertical reaction, these both are vertical reactions. Similarly, calculate HA and HB. Take moment about any point B or A or B, you will get one reaction. Now, total load is taken by HA and HB. Total load minus HA, you will get HB. So like that, you will get HA and HB values. Here, the load is symmetrical load. Load is symmetrical load. Whatever the value of HA, that is equal to HD, or the value of HB, that is equal to HC. From these values, you can draw shear force variation diagram. Shear force SFD. So this is the variation of SFD for the given loading. Okay. Now we'll see another problem. So this is a frame, rigid joint frame, having two bays. This is one bay. This is two bay. Frame shown in the figure. By moment distribution method, draw bending moment diagram. So you need to analyze this rigid jointed frame by using moment distribution method. So we have members AB, BC, CD, DE, and CF. These are the members. Length of vertical members is 4 meters. Length of horizontal members is 6 meters. And this is a symmetrical loading, symmetrical in geometry. For the vertical members, moment of inertia is I. For horizontal members, moment of inertia is 3I. So this is symmetrically loaded frame. Okay. In previous problem, what is the difference between this problem and previous problem? In previous problem, here horizontal loads is also acting. Horizontal loads is also acting. Horizontal loads is also acting, and vertical loads is also acting. Vertical force and horizontal force is acting. Here, only vertical forces is acting. That means load is acting only horizontal members for this problem. For the previous problem, load is acting vertically as well as horizontally. So now we'll see how to analyze this type of problem. Okay. First, for the analysis of any structure or any frame by using moment distribution method, first we need to calculate fixed end moments. Okay, for the individual members. Here, AB member is there. For the member AB, there is no load is acting. Fixed end moment is calculated for the applied load or sinking of support. Here sinking of support is not there and the load is also not there. So that means MFAB, MFBA, MF, FC, MFCF, MFED, MFDC, DE, MFDE, all are zero. All are zero. Why? Because for the members AB and CF, CF and DE, load is zero. Horizontal load is zero. So that's why fixed end moments for those members are zero. So now only fixed end moments we have only for the members BC and CD. That means we'll get force fixed end moments, that is MFBC, MFCB, MFCD, MFDC. So right, first we'll calculate MFBC. For the BC member, uniform distributed load is acting. How to calculate fixed end moment? The formula is WL square by 12. WL square by 12. Here W is the intensity of load, that is 36 kN/meter. W is the intensity of load, that is 36 kN/meter. And L is equal to 6 meters. L is equal to 6 meter. WL square by 12. If you apply this one, MFBC is equal to minus 108 kN/meter we are getting. So this is anti-clockwise, so because load is acting in this direction. Moment reaction, fixed end moment opposes the applied load. That means here we'll get anti-clockwise moment. End moment will produce anti-clockwise moment. That is 108 kN/meter MFBC. MFCB is equal to MFCB. The load is acting in this direction. Moment will act opposite to the load. So that is clockwise moment. That will be considered as positive. MFBC is equal to MFCB is equal to plus WL square by 12. Plus WL square by 12. Here W is equal to 36, L value 6 by 12. You will get MFCB is equal to plus 108 kN/meter. Plus 108 kN/meter we will get. Similarly, for the calculate for the CD member and CD member, MFCB, MFCD is equal to same load, uniform distributed load of 36 kN/meter. MFCD is equal to minus 108 kN/meter, same value. MFDC is equal to plus 108 kN/meter. Formula is same, WL square by 12. CD at C, fixed end moment will be considered as negative because there is anti-clockwise moment is acting. At D, MFDC considered as positive because at D, clockwise moment is acting. So that's why it is considered as a positive. Okay. So after calculation of fixed moments, we need to calculate distribution factors. Here we have support A, support F, support E. There is only one member is meeting at A, F, E. So that's why distribution factors for those members is 1. For the joint B and C and D, at B, 2 members are meeting. At C, 3 members are meeting. At D, 2 members are meeting. So that's why we have to calculate distribution factors for those joints B, C, and D. Okay. We'll calculate distribution factors. At joint B, 2 members are meeting, BA and BC. BA at joint B, BA and BC. For that, we need to calculate distribution factors. So at A, fixed support, F fixed support, E fixed support, and everything is fixed. How to calculate rotation stiffness? Only formula 4EI by L. From that formula 4EI by L, you can calculate rotational stiffness or stiffness. Okay. So 4EI by L for member BA, we are getting stiffness is EI. For member BC, 2EI we are getting. So now joint stiffness at the joint B, joint stiffness at the joint B is equal to sum of these stiffnesses. That is, we are getting 3I by L. Stiffness factor or distribution factor for the BA member is equal to KBA by sigma K. KBA by sigma K. distribution factor for the BA member we will get, that is 1 by 3. Distribution factor for the BC member is equal to KBC by sigma K. See, KBC by sigma K. KBC is equal to 2A by sigma K is equal to 3A. So we are getting distribution factor for the member BC 2 by 3. Okay. Similarly, if you consider joint C, there is 3 members are meeting. CB member, CF member, CD member. At joint C, CB member, CF member, and CD member, 3 members are meeting. So we have to calculate distribution factors for those members. So that we have to calculate rotational stiffness for those 3 members. Rotational stiffness for the CB member is 4A by L, CF is 4A by L, CD is 4A by L. We calculate these are the stiffness value, rotational stiffness values. So now joint stiffness we need to calculate. Joint stiffness is equal to sum of these stiffnesses. This 2A, 2A, EA. So 5EA. Joint stiffness is sigma K is equal to 5EA for the joint C. Now we need to calculate distribution factors for the CB and the CF and the CD. So CB value distribution factor is 0.4, that is 2EA by 5EA, 0.4. EI by 5EI, 0.2. 2EI by 5EI, 0.4. Like that we'll get distribution factors for the members CB, CF and CD. Now we need to calculate distribution factors for the DC and DE, as we are explained the same procedure earlier, that is 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. This is 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. Same symmetrical loading, symmetrical frame. Otherwise, we can able to calculate by using stiffness, rotational stiffness 4A by L, after that joint stiffness K by sigma K. Like that you can also calculate. So these are the distribution factors calculation table. Next, we have to draw moment distribution table. We need to careful while drawing this table. First, we have to draw joints first. We have joint A, joint B, joint C, and joint D, and joint E, F. If joints is there, different joints is there. After that, what are the members meeting at the joint that we need to write? Member AB at the joint A. At joint B, BA and BC is meeting. At joint C, CB and CF and CD is meeting. At joint D, we have DC and DE is meeting. At E, ED is meeting. At F, FC is meeting. Okay. Now we have to see fixed end moment. We need to write fixed end moments. Fixed end moments we need to write. Fixed end moment we need to write. If you see for the BA member at joint B, fixed end moment is 0. For joint for member AB, fixed end moment is 0. For member BA, fixed end moment is 0. For member BC, fixed end moment is minus 108. Member CD, fixed end moment is 108. CF, fixed end moment is 0. CD, fixed end moment is 108, minus 108. For the CD member, fixed end moment is DC member, fixed end moment is 108. For the DE member, fixed end moment is 0. So like that we will write all the fixed end moment for the different members that we are calculated here. AB, BA, CF, like that. For all members, you have to write carefully. I'm written here. You consider joint B, whether it is satisfying joint equilibrium equation, that you have to examine. For BA member, fixed end moment is 0. For the BC member is fixed end moment is minus 108. That means at joint B, there is unbalanced moment is there. Carefully observe you have to. At joint B, there is a 108 unbalanced moment is there. So we need to distribute that 108 unbalanced moment to the members. How are we going to distribute? We have to distribute based on distribution factor values. Here 108 is there, minus 108 multiplied by 1 by 3, we will get 36. For the member BA, we need to distribute 36. Here minus value is there. Minus into one plus value, so we have to add minus 108 into 2/3, 72 will get minus value into one plus value add చేసుకోవాలి. Plus 172 we need to add for the member BC. Similarly, we consider for the joint equilibrium equation for the joint C, sum of moments at the joint must be equal to 0 ఉండాలి. We'll see at joint C, CB is moment is 108, CD moment is minus 108, CF moment is 0. If you sum it 108 minus 108, it is 0. That means it is at C, joint equilibrium equation is satisfying. That means no need to distribute any moment to any member. That means I am distributing 0 moment to the CB member, 0 moment to CF member, and 0 moment to CD member. Next, consider joint D. There is two members are meeting, DC and DE. At a DC, fixed moment is 108. At a DE, fixed moment is 0. Whether this is at joint D, joint equilibrium equation satisfies, check this call. So at joint D, joint equilibrium equation is not satisfying. Why? Because for the DC member, fixed moment is 108. At a DE member, fixed moment is 0. So 108 minus 0 is equal to 108. That means unbalancement of 108 kilometer meter is there. That we need to balance. How to balance? You have to transfer. You have to distribute that moment to members based on the distribution factor. 108 multiplied by 2 by 3 will get 72. But we need to add with a different sign. Negative sign. Positive sign got negative sign to add. For the DE member, 108 multiplied by 1 by 3 will get 36. Plus value in the got minus value to add. Okay. At E, moment is there, not there. That means there is no balance moment is there. Balance చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. So whatever the ఏం లేదు కాబట్టి I'm written 0. For the FC member, also written 0. After that, see carefully. Here 108 is here 36 kilonewton is there, kilometer meter is there for the BM member. In this, half of the moment we need to carry to near joint. Half of the moment, balancing moment, whatever this is balancing moment. Half of the balancing moment we need to carry to the near joint. So 36 to half into 18. I'm transferring to member AB. Joint A. I'm transferring to joint A 18. So 72 ఉందండి ఇక్కడ. Balanced moment is 72 ఉంది. 72 half of the moment we need to transfer to joint C. For the joint C, I'm transferring 72 kilonewton. Half of the moment. 72 half into 36. Same sign. Okay. Next. Here minus 72 is there. Moment. Here 0 is there. 0, 0. No need to transfer. Minus 72 load is moment is there. The half of the moment we need to transfer to joint, near joint. Here near joint is D ki near joint and C. So we have to transfer half of the moment to the joint C, that is minus 72 by 2. Here we are getting minus 36. We need to transfer half of the moment to near joint. The joint is C. So minus 36 I am transferring. Similarly, half of the moment I am transferring to near joint E. I am transferring. Okay. After that, you sum all the moments. After that, you sum all the moments. After you check whether each joint equilibrium equation is satisfying or not, that we need to check. Let joint B 36 minus 36. Joint equilibrium equation is satisfying. For the joint C, 144 minus 144. That means summation of these moments is equal to 0. That means it is a satisfying joint equilibrium equation. At joint D, plus 36 minus 36. It is also satisfying. Okay. At joint E, it is a fixed end. So there will be a no need to satisfy the joint equilibrium equation. Why? Because it is a fixed end. It will take moment. Okay. At this, minus 18 is there. The joint F, there is no moment. It is 0. So like that, we are calculated all final end moments. After calculation of moments, we have to draw bending moment diagram. We have to draw bending moment diagram. So I'm writing here. At joint A, we have 18 kilonewton meter is there. That is positive. I'm represented here clockwise direction. Positive కాబట్టి clockwise direction represent చేశానండి. For a BA member, this is B and this is A. For a BA member, clockwise movement is acting. That okay. For similarly, all the members are located direction and magnitude of bending moment, final end movement. Okay. After this, we need to draw bending moment diagram. First, we need to locate end movement diagram. DNDA, this is positive. This is negative, minus 36. Here it's positive. 144, 36, 36, 18. After that, join is all the values. Join this all the ordinates. Okay. After that, you draw pre-bending moment diagram for the member BC. For the member BC and CD, load is acting. For the AB and CF and DE, load is not acting. So no need to consider the positive bending moment for those members. Here, only positive member we need to consider for the member BC and CD. So how to calculate positive bending moment? So this is a uniform distributor load acting for throughout the span. How to calculate positive bending moment? Positive bending moment can be calculated from the formula WL square by 8. If you calculate positive bending moment WL square by 8, I am getting 162 km/meter at the center. So here, the moment of 162 km/meter is acting. Okay, here end movement is 36. In this place, end movement is 144. Just hatch the portion. This is positive and this is negative bending moment. Whatever the portion remaining after this line, this is called net positive. This is net negative bending moment. This is net positive bending moment. This is negative bending moment. This is positive bending moment. So like that, we can able to draw bending moment diagram. Here, bending moment at this point is 0. Bending moment for this member is, that is F. Bending moment at F is equal to 0. So that's why here we are not represented any bending moment. Okay, is it clear? Otherwise, we'll doubt. Any doubts in this? Is there any doubts? Respond, anyone. 1793. 1793. Respond. Is it clear or not? అర్థమైందా లేదా?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll represent a BMD here. How we are drawn bending moment diagram will show here. First, I will draw this frame. Let us suppose these are the frames. These are the two frames. Yes, these are the two frames. First, what we need to do, we have to draw end movement diagram. End movement diagram I am representing by using red color. Here the bending moment is 18 kilonewton meter, that is positive, represented here. Here bending moment is plus 36. Here bending moment is minus 36. I am represented here. Here the bending moment is 144. Here the bending moment is 36. This is 36. Again this is 18. Just these are the ordinates of bending moments at ends that you are calculated here. This is positive 18. This is positive 36. This is negative 36. This is positive 144. This is negative 144. This is positive 36. This is negative 36. This is negative 18. Okay, like that, we're all drawn ordinates of end moments. So now what we need to do is just join all these lines. So this is the variation of end moment diagram. This is the variation of end moment diagram. And at F, joint F, moment is 0. No need to draw anything here. Now there is also load is acting for the member AB and BC. Sorry, BC and CD. For the member BC and CD member is load is acting intensity of 36 kilonewton meter. For this, we need to calculate positive bending moment. So this is a variation of positive bending moment. Yes, this is a BMD due to applied load of 36 kilometer meter uniform distributor load. For this is the load. So this is the variation of bending moment diagram due to applied load. So this is a variation of bending moment diagram due to end movements. Okay. So now we need to calculate net bending moment diagram. So net bending moment diagram will represent. So this is net negative bending moment. Net negative bending moment. And this is net positive bending moment.
The slide కనిపిస్తుంది సార్ bending moment.
Is it not visible? Is it కనిపించట్లేదా?
టేబుల్ ఉన్న స్లైడే ఉంది సార్.
నో సార్.
సార్ స్లైడ్ కనిపిస్తుంది కానీ మీరు ఏం గీస్తున్నారో కనిపించట్లేదు సార్.
అవునా?
గీసేది కనిపించట్లేదు సార్.
అవునా, ఒక్క నిమిషం. Now is it okay?
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah, once again. So this is a first I am located these end movements. Yes. So this is end movement at A. It is 18 kilonewton. At B, 36 kilonewton meter. At A 18 kilometer meter, at B 36 kilometer meter, at B for the member B for the horizontal member it is 36 kilometer meter. Here 144 kilometer meter. Here it is 36 kilometer meter. 36 kilometer meter, 18 kilometer meter. So దీన్ని ఏం చేస్తున్నా we need to, so these are the ordinates. These are the ordinates. Just what we need to do is you just join all these ordinates. You will get variation of end movement diagram. This will represent the variation of end movement diagram. So this is the variation of end movement diagram. Now we need to draw applied movement diagram. Applied movement diagram. So here for the member BC and CD, a load of 36 kilometer meter is acting. 36 kilometer meter is acting. That is a uniform distributor load. For that, how to calculate bending moment? Bending moment formula for the calculation of maximum bending moment because of applied uniform distributor load. The formula is WL square by 8. WL square by 8. The intensity of maximum bending moment you can calculating here. W value 36, L value 6. This is L is 6, WL square by 8. We are getting 162 kilonewton meter. 162 kilonewton meter. The variation of bending moment diagram due to applied uniform distributor load is a variation is 2-degree parabola. That variation is 2-degree parabola. We had right that parabolic variation. So this is the variation of applied movement diagram. So this is a variation of applied movement diagram. So this is a bending moment diagram due to applied load. That is variation is parabolic variation. The maximum intensity is 162 kilometer meter. The maximum intensity here is 160 kilometer meter. So now we'll show you net negative bending moment and net positive bending moment. Yeah, whatever the hatched portion it is there, that is due to end bending moment due to end movements. This will be considered as net negative bending moment. Whatever the hatched portion is there, that will be considered as net negative bending moment. Okay, net positive bending moment. So this portion is called net positive bending moment. Net positive bending moment. These two portions will represent net positive bending moment. So this is a net negative. This is net negative. This is net negative. This is net positive. So like that, we're going to draw variation of BMD with the loading as well as end movements we need to draw. Is it clear? Respond anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Any doubts in this problem? The only thing is, the concept is we need to calculate first unbalanced moment. How to calculate unbalanced moment? Sigma MC must be 0. Whatever the remaining portion, if you do sigma MC is equal to 0, if it is equal to 0, then it is balanced. That it is satisfying joint equilibrium equation. Otherwise, whatever the amount required to balance that amount of moment required to balance that joint, that we need to transfer, amount of moment we need to transfer to the members meeting at the joint. Okay, so let us suppose C is a satisfying joint equilibrium equation. Here we have 3 members are meeting, even though it is satisfying joint equilibrium equation. Why? Because MCB is equal to 108, MCF is equal to 0, MCD is equal to minus 108. If you sum this one, it is satisfying joint equilibrium equation. That means no need to distribute any load to individual members. Even though we have distribution factors, no need to distribute any load. That's why I'm distributed 0 moment to CB member, CF and CD. I'm distributed 0 moment. But in case if you take joint B, we have an unbalanced moment of minus 108. Why? Because at joint B, BA member is meeting and BC member is meeting. If you sum these moments at for the BA and BC, we have unbalanced moment of 108 is there, minus 108 is there. That we need to distribute to the members BA and BC. Why we are distributing to member BA and BC at member B at joint B? These members are meeting. That's why I'm distributing this 108 kilometer meter to those members. Okay. Yes. Is it clear up to now? I will call your names randomly. 68. Roll number 68.